Hey guys, Tom by 601, and today I have accomplished a little goal of mine. I have obtained all of the GXP ships. My last one that I needed to acquire, Gascogne, is finally in my port, so I figured it's time to take her out and just see how bad this French baguette is, because I've only heard bad things, and I will say they may be kind of warranted. But before we do that, let me just talk about how I got Gascogne, because I didn't do it through just using GXP, because, well, I spent all of my GXP this update on Stalingrad, because thankfully Wargaming was able to gift me Elbing. Thank you, Wargaming. They did that because I'm a CC. I guess that's a disclosure. But I had a large chunk of GXP saved up for Elbing, because that, I'm sure, to those who have been hoarding GXP in their coffers, has been a boat we've been waiting to spend it on, and that's what I was waiting to spend it on when that one came into my port, and I still had close to 2 million GXP. Well, it was time to buy Stalingrad, and then I remembered that the Super Santa crates that are currently in the shop have a guarantee mechanic. I was like, wait a minute, I have pretty much every single Global XP ship. In fact, Gascogne's the only regular prize ship I am missing. And if I buy 5 of them, I should trigger the guarantee mechanic. Now, if you aren't aware, the Super Santa and the Mega Santa crates have if you don't get a ship within 20 of those crates, you get a ship guaranteed on the 20th crate. There are 4 Super Santa crates in the Admiralty backing if you went ahead and did that. I believe there's either 10 or 15 of them for sale for winter shards if you haven't decided what to spend your winter shards on. And then I bought a pack of 5, and that triggered my ability to, I think, get the guaranteed Gascogne, which was super nice. Now, I will say, spending money to get around it, but at least this way, at least when you're spending the money on the bundle of Super Santa crates, and you've opened so many without getting any sort of ship yet, you're guaranteed a ship, which is why I wasn't too hesitant about spending the money there, because I'm guaranteed to get a ship at least, and at this point I knew it was Gascogne. It would finish out my collection. I'd be super happy. But anyways, if you don't have Super Santa crates to spare, good news. For one lucky person, I'm going to hide a code in this video for one. That's right, Wargaming gave us codes to hand out. You can get one per community, one from any of the community contributors. I'm going to hide one of them somewhere in this video. So good luck finding it to the one lucky person. It'll be a nice Super Santa crate for you. But anyways, let's get into the game. Gascogne, what are we doing? Well, we are running a brawler build on it, because that was what I could figure it needed most. I tried Azur Lane Dunkirk, and the effects were okay at best. So we are running a brawler build. Try to get the reload on these guns to at least match Republique. Its 4-barreled cousin, 1 tier higher, and I would say a significantly better ship. You saw at the beginning there, we did slap the crap out of that Caracciolo, and now we are looking to see what we can do against these enemies, because the enemy team has pretty much all concentrated down at A. So if we can push into this mid area, we should be able to get some nice broadsides on them. Fletcher is exposed. Kind of need to be worried about the torpedoes, but he's more interested at firing them at our destroyer. We get a couple of hits there. We're going to see if we can get another round into him before he goes. He does slam on the brakes. I was anticipating him kind of to do a full charge here, so I was like, oh, we're going to blow past him here. Let's see if we can get these rear guns onto him, and we'll just go ahead and whiff that shot. That's right. And, well, at least our friendly destroyer is able to knock him out. We were there to support him in spirit. We had the HE almost loaded. We're going to flip over to the AP, because hello, Mr. Baltimore. Now, one thing I will say about Gascogne as I've been playing it, Accuracy, not exactly the best. Yes, we aren't running an accuracy commander, but even when running accuracy commanders, I didn't find the accuracy to be none too great. One nice thing the boat does have is or at least with the build I have, I'm getting 4 charges of the spotter plane. So for longer range shots, able to do some pretty decent. The spotter plane does definitely help. We saw there we got 5 overpens on the Baltimore. Kind of see he's starting to turn out, but we have these 2 battleships right over here. We'll go ahead and take these shots and start to push up because we can nail down these broadsides. It looks like they're turning into that A arena area, as I'm going to call it. We could find ourselves with a pretty decent chance to get some broadsides. Also, just keep an eye because as we can see, they do have a carrier, and he's going to be around somewhere because he was off to pretty much center left of the map. And at this point, he should recognize that his flank has been compromised. And he's going to be trying to move most likely from the left-hand side of the map to the right-hand side of the map. And as we say that, he pops up there. We did get that beautiful citadel on Heinrich right there. Let's see if we can get another round into him. And this is where we realize, Kaga. Well, let us go run down the Kaga as we get another citadel on Heinrich there. He's nice and turned in now, so the AP won't be as effective, but King George, we might as well take advantage of these broadsides as we see him. Kaga not really going to get away from us at this moment. And at this point, we just have this concentration of enemies down south. We get some decent hits in there. I don't know how much of that health bar chunked down was really us. But that King George is pretty much all set. He's returning fire to us. And he's going to hit us for a decent chunk, as also Kaga goes ahead and engages us. Those shells looking good on King George. We get 3 more hits with a ricochet. And now it's time to really turn our attention to Kaga as I start to see shells flying in towards Kaga. And I'm like, no, this is my damage pinata to go after. Right at waterline, see if we can get some of those shells to drop in the water, slow down, because French AP, we know it is high velocity, we know it likes to pen, and we know aircraft carriers, not exactly the most well armored. It's not really going to slow those shells down enough to get some decent hits. So if we can get them to hit the water and then go into the citadel, that's what we're hoping for. And there we go. We get 4 pens, 3 overpens, and we hit the citadel, picking up the high cal. And as we can see, we are just kind of cycling these guns. With the brawler build, we do have a decent enough reload time on the guns. It still feels like they could be quicker. We'll go ahead, take the pickings off of him. Kaga nice and wiped down, and at this point, match is pretty much over. And let's go ahead and talk about GXP ships, because now that Elbing is out there, what do we think? What's our next GXP ship we're looking for, right? I think the way they did Elbing was pretty smart. I don't know about the whole auction thing, but I did appreciate having Elbing out and about. And I realize I'm talking about this because for me, I now have no more GXP ships to really think about. But for a lot of people, they probably just expunged all of their GXP in order to pick up Elbing, and they're waiting, and they're gonna start having to reaccumulate that GXP. So personally, my thing and my hope for GXP has always been it's the currency to be able to buy old campaign ships. I would love to see more old campaign ships consistently coming to the shop, i.e. knowing that after 1 year or 2 years later, a campaign ship would return as a GXP ship, or maybe have it return for steel if it's a particularly powerful boat, because we don't really have anything to spend steel money on other than Missouri. But that's just my little opinion. If not, will we get a new specialty GXP ship? I hope so. What it could be, I don't know. I know a lot of people, after I made my SAP video, have been like, Forrest Sherman. think that could be a fun GXP ship. I think maybe like Leipzig could be a fun GXP ship. Something. Give us something out there. I don't know. Guys, that is going to be pretty much the end of the game. If you liked the video, good, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.